Alright guys, we're installing Tunnelbear through the CLI on Linux Manjaro, and the reason is because when you do it as a browser extension, I have it on here on Firefox, but it gets recognized all the time. So when we do it through the CLI, it doesn't get recognized nearly as often, and actually rarely at all does it get recognized. So let's get started. So here we are on Google on Firefox, and we just put Tunnelbear download Linux. Setting up Tunnelbear on Linux. Click. Scroll down until you see installing Tunnelbear in bold here, right? And then we click on Tunnelbear openvpn configuration files and it will download them. Right? And then we open our downloads folder. I move this to my home directory usually. Move here. Double click. Click on openvpn only. Extract. And then I extract with openvpn.zip, and it knows which one it is already. Extract. Okay. Close. Delete the zip. Click into OpenVPN, and then they're silly and they have another folder named exactly the same thing. So here we go. I'm using the United States one. So this is way too long to be putting into the CLI, and it has spaces which could cause some errors. So instead of all of that, Tunnelbear United States, I'm just doing USA. That's a lot better for using in the CLI. And then we need to make this file to put our password into and our username, which is a text file, and it's called tunnelbear.auth. Okay, open that using kwrite or whatever you use, and then you put your email. This is your email, not mine. Email at gmail.com or whatever you use. I love cats is your password. So put in your own info here. Obviously this is not mine. So I'm going to pause it and put my own info in and then file save. Okay, so you guys do that too and we'll meet back. Alright, so we did that step. Now we go into the OVPN file that we're going to use. I'm using USA. I don't know which one you're trying to use, but whichever one it is, open it. Open it with this thing. Go to line 14 and where it says auth user pass, put a space and tunnelbear.auth. And that is going to give your file to this OVPN, to your VPN, and that's your login info. And it's so smart, it knows exactly what to do with it. So you put your email address on the first line of tunnelbear.auth, password on the second line, and save it, and that's all. And then put it here, and save and close, and it knows what to do. Okay? So then we're done here in the directory. Let's see, open this guy here, and then cd to openvpn/openvpn. This is very important because it won't know what you're doing if you're not in that folder. I beat my head against the wall for 30 minutes the first time doing this because I was just in the home directory and I didn't go to the folder where all my VPN stuff even is. So every time you want to run it, you have to go to this folder. So now we're gonna sudo pacman s openvpn to install it, right? That's installing openvpn, which works together with Tunnelbear. Okay, clear. And then we need to give tunnelbear.auth permission to run and be read. So chmod 400 tunnelbear.auth. Done. Okay. And then clear. we just have to run it. So sudo openvpn --config. Config is the command to configure your VPN, which you do every single time you run it. And then this next thing, verb 4, I was trying to run it without that the first time, and it would just keep repeating gibberish and never activate the VPN. And so finally, this makes it get concise and come to a point finally, instead of just repeating gibberish. And it should log in. So I'm in Indonesia. We're going to check. Let's wait for it to finish loading here. Okay, it looks like it's done. As soon as it stops spitting stuff out, it's done. It doesn't say success or anything, which is confusing, but it's done. And so I am in Indonesia, so it says Jawa Timur, Surabaya, Indonesia, right? But my VPN has now been activated in the United States. So let's see what it says when I reload it. Let's see, let's hope it works. United States of America, City Parsippany, New Jersey. I have no idea where that is, but it worked. So there we go, guys. That's how easy it is. And if you got anything missing here, you might have to sudo pacman install this network manager openvpn gnome, or whatever you got to do to get that installed. So that may be something you need to do. I can't remember if I did that before or not. So just give that a try if it doesn't work. And it should totally work. It's as simple as that, to be honest. And we're in United States of America as far as any website is concerned at the root level or system level. So nobody's going to know that we're not there. You know what I mean? Whereas when you use this browser, they do something, I can't remember what the browser thing is called. It's called like browser phishing or browser something, where they sift through the info on your browser to try to figure out where you are, and it works a lot of the time for banks and government websites. But when you do it through the CLI, that's a whole different animal, and it's hard to detect. So this is what we do now. We don't mess with the browser extension anymore. Okay, guys? So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you get it. If not, leave a comment. I'll help you out.